got going on here? Merry Christmas to everybody. Even if nobody get on here tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. Everybody got their different lives going. Merry Christmas coming out the West. Cali vibes. Southern Cali vibes. Out here live in Hollywood right now. I see the Christmas tree in the background. Live in Hollywood. Yep. Live in Hollywood. One of the most popular shopping centers in Hollywood right now. Look at that. That's beauty. Hollywood beauty. A little bit of Hollywood infrastructure right there. Look at that. Hollywood always go big. Expensive restaurants. Expensive stores. Different brands over here. Like I said, Merry Christmas to everybody, even if nobody hop on here. Merry Christmas to everybody and their families. Support Mr. Ambitious, as you know, coming out the west side of LA. You know, that's my origins. The west side of Los Angeles, west side of South Central Los Angeles, however you want to put it. You know, the fight don't stop until the heart stops. The new legacy begin. The topic of legacy today is happy holidays to your families and you know, whoever you may be. to my fathers, to my Grass Star Nation. This is my family channel. Me and my uncle's Grass Star channel. This is a family channel, family built channel. Happy holidays to everybody, to all my supporters. Just started a TikTok called Grass Star Family. Just like that, no spaces, none of that fancy stuff, just Grass Star Family. GRADSTAR Family. Look it up on TikTok. Just started several days ago. Starting to get a bunch of likes. You know, a little bit on the uprising, a little bit. Not like my YouTube, but it's gonna get there. Just like put it in the work. Yeah, check out Grass Star Family on TikTok. If you like my content, or if you're already following me, get with the game, get with the program, and follow me on the TikTok as well. Show some love, you know, and I definitely would appreciate it. And I definitely would try to stay in tune with my fans and my followers and try to make as much content and keep it as real as possible, solid as possible. Give me a little bit of taste of my everyday life when I can. Speak about the politics, you know, the celebrity world, a little bit of history, you know, dealing with, dealing with government politics and all kinds. I talk about everything on every damn thing on here. You know, I'm not gonna use too much, bad words and stuff because I know kids be watching it too. But yeah, I talk about everything. Happy holidays to everybody coming out the West. West side's best side. As you know, I've been making a lot of Tupac content lately, especially on my Grass Star page. Just blasted with Tupac content. I'm starting the Tupac movement back. You know, Snoop Dogg bought the Death Row Records, the legendary actual Death Row Records, a few years ago, and he's starting to revive it. He got a list of artists underneath his belt. You know, he gradually trying to bring it back. And it ain't gonna never be like it was. I ain't gonna be negative, but I can see it, getting some shine again soon. I can see it, kind of climbing towards the top again sometime soon. They stay consistent with it. You know, it's still always gonna have that iconic status. For sure. So, especially back, when Tupac and Snoop Dogg was at the height of their careers back then. Dr. Dre and all of them, and Dogg Pound, Daz, Corrupt. I can just go on and on. Lady Rage, I believe her name was. I can go on and I can name different popular artists from back then. That's not even that's a generation before me, but I know all the artists because I grew up on the music. You know what I mean? I'm a 90s baby. I'm gonna say I'm an early to mid '90s baby. I'm gonna say that. you know. Anyways, I'm gonna stop playing her. I ain't gonna be too specific. I'm an early '90s baby. So yeah, I grew up on that music. What I was gonna say is, what I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm starting the Tupac movement, man. The Tupac movement. I seem kind of dry on here, but that's my message to the world. Bringing back that Tupac, that G-Funk era, that West Coast gangster rap, specifically Cali style. Yeah, that hardcore golden era of that gangster West Coast gangster rap. Dr. Dre, Tupac, Snoop Dogg, the Dogg Pound, Too Short, Ice Cube, Lynch Mob, Ice Cube, iconic group Lynch Mob, the West Side Connection, Mac 10, freaking MC8 from Compton's Most Wanted. I keep going and on and on. I keep going. Y'all know what it is. Freaking MC Breed from Detroit. He's passed away. R.I.P. I can keep going on and on. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm gonna wait on here a little bit longer. If nobody hops on this channel, tune in and check me out, see what all the noise is about over here. Then I'm gonna hop off in a bit. Yeah, that's what it is. Subscribe if you like my content. Check out my content. I got plenty of it on here. Don't be shy. Show some love. Show some love. Definitely show some love. Good evening. How you doing? Show some love. Everybody be in their own world out here. LA, that's LA for you. Show some love. Coming out the West. Always the West Side. Christmas tree. Yes, sir. They just had the Christmas jams bumping. I guess they taking a break. Yeah, I guess they letting that power rest for a little while. Just having a little break right now. They're having a little break right now. Good evening. How you doing? I just heard somebody talking on the mic. I think we're gonna bump some more Christmas music over here soon. So I could be on here for a little while. I don't got nothing to do. I worked today. Don't work tomorrow. So I did my work for the day. Break tomorrow. I could be on here for a little while. I can be on here for a little while. Not too long, but for a little while. Where the folks at out there? Everybody out for the holidays. Let me know how your holidays is going. Mine is quite the adventure right now. I tell you. I will tell you. Quite the adventure. I'll tell you. I want to stress the fact that everybody got to take care of their mental health out there. Anybody can have a nervous breakdown. Anybody can have go through some kind of mental crisis. No matter what race you are, no matter what color, the background you come from, no matter what language you speak, no matter what your cultural customs are, what country you come from. You know, anybody can have a mental breakdown. Take care of your mental health, self-care. Nourish your self-care. Nourish your mental state. Stay motivated. Stay motivated and stay with some goals and dreams. Don't let yourself fall out the wagon. For real. It's real easy to get knocked off of focus by some negativity that by somebody trying to keep you down and by different events that just be transpiring in life daily. Take care of your mental health. If you don't love yourself, how you gonna love somebody else, right? It's real easy. You go through a mental crisis. It's real easy, especially if shit gets built up over time. Excuse my language. Just keeping it real. So I stress that fact. Take care of your mental health. Everybody out there on the streets that got somewhat, I always advocate for the homeless. If you got some kind of common sense or some kind of a healthy mind state left in your head and you out there on the streets, get yourself off the streets. Take advantage of whatever city, county that you reside in. Take advantage of the programs for whatever homeless benefits they have that you may be entitled to, or that they might be distributing through that county or city. Take care of yourself. Get yourself off the streets. Get some kind of transitional program for jobs. Some kind of transitional program. They got a lot of transitional programs for people that are homeless throughout the nation. That pertain to jobs, shelter. We got a lot of programs that help felons too. Get yourself some kind of transitional program. Get yourself off the streets. Get some temporary shelter. And also take advantage of whatever educational benefits they might offer from that temporary shelter. Take advantage of all the different benefits that the counselor, they're going to assign you to some kind of counselor. Take advantage of all the benefits that the counselor would give you. It would be helpful. It's better to be laying around the curb somewhere stinking, with a hand out, panhandling and stuff, asking people for stuff, not trying to work for nothing, giving the same type of sad stories over and over again. So it's repetitive. Get yourself off the streets and engage in some kind of transitional program and set yourself up, for productivity and success. I'm talking about preaching success from the west side of LA. You know what I'm talking about, anyways. Yeah. Or getting, and they also got, if you're just a regular person, already got shelter, but you barely making the ends meet, not really making that much money, get into some kind of what they call that again? Some kind of it's a paid training program that pay you to gain skills while you work. I forget what they call it. I can't think of it right now. Get in some kind of program that pays you to gain working skills while you work, and then certify you after a certain period of time. Apprenticeship, that's what it is. Yeah, get into some kind of apprenticeship. Take a class, a trade, which will enhance you with the actual skills on how to do a certain type of trade, like construction, HVAC, pertaining to refrigeration and heating services. Take a class, a trade that will actually basically set you up to gain actual skills to do a certain type of career and get paid, for it at the same time. Get that hands-on training and get paid for it and get set up with that trade and get certified and then go out with some interviews and use that certification to help your chances of obtaining that job when you battle the rest of these candidates out here, in this competitive job world. So get that certification, for that trade, through that apprenticeship, so you can get, better paying jobs and stuff, and as well as make your resume look better at the same time. You can't beat that. Yeah. Real talk. Preaching success coming out the West again. Yes, sir. The West Side, the best side. All right. It's beautiful. This some kind of peace to it. If you don't have much peace in the world right now, look at that Christmas tree. I guarantee you that will bring some kind of peace. If you don't have much peace in your life right now, envision that Christmas tree, embrace it, embrace the beauty, the harmony of it, and I guarantee you, you will gain some kind of peace from looking at this Christmas tree. Look at that beautiful Christmas tree. Look how tall that thing is. That's like 50 feet up in the air. That's like 50 feet up in the air. If you don't have no peace in your life, look at that Christmas tree. Look at that Christmas tree. I bet you get some peace in your life right now. I bet you get some peace in your life. We all need some kind of peace. We can't always be all extra hard or, extra super independent, bossy. Like nobody can tell you nothing. You gotta have some kind of peace in your life. If you don't have peace in your life, you better go find some peace. Engage in some kind of hobby that will allow you to have some kind of peace in your life. Because if you don't cater towards that peace, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Believe me. A lot of people go crazy every day. A lot of people, unlie themselves. It's a big problem, People unliving them own selves. That's a big problem, especially with this bullying, social media, and people might have other problems going on in their regular lives. So, yeah. Or people might just do other things, like they might commit crimes because they messed up in the head, commit crimes to get money, commit crimes, because they're, sick in the head or whatever the case may be, taking on other people, to see other people in pain and stuff. Anyways, you gotta have some kind of peace in your life. Keep yourself mentally sane. Do something. Give back to some kids or something like that. Give back to a community that's in need. It ain't about getting clout. It ain't just about getting clout. It's about feeling good about yourself, that you can make a difference in society. You don't want to be a sack of, you don't feel like you're a sack of shit laying somewhere. Like you just worthless. You ain't bringing nothing to the world. You just like a sack of, like a speck of dust. You just are like a big old, like a raggedy couch that's been outdated. It's taking up space. You want to be able to contribute back to society, give something. Even if you ain't nobody perfect, everybody have their backgrounds. Everybody, people, a certain percentage of people that have rough lives and all that, whatever, went through obstacles. Some people turn themselves around, some people haven't. But, if you are trying to turn yourself around, give back. Give a little good. Give a little more good than bad, man. Definitely more good than bad. If you're a person that just made some mistakes, came up rough, it's always an opportunity, for the rough ones out, that's really got a good heart. You just don't know which, you just kind of confused about which way to go at times. Give back. Give back to the home and set up some kind of event like my uncle be doing. Create his own event, popping up from the heart. Once a month he try to get back. He picks sometimes he go in the valley out here in LA. He goes to the valley sometimes, most of the time. Picks a certain little spot where a lot of homeless, occupies that, and he just gives back to the homeless. He prior to him initiating the event, he gathers up, he posts it all over social media. He networks, he gathers up, a lot of donations. And then he picks the location he sets the appointment time. Then he shoots over there on that day, scans the area to make sure that, there's a lot of homeless around. Then he starts just giving back. That's what he does once a month. He's also heavily involved in church. They be having events at his church too. They be giving back too. Having different little events, like little fun, little like party events, and also events they be giving back. They have a lot of stuff going on in their church, my uncle's church, out there in the valley, LA. Anyways, Yeah, he stayed in the valley now. He don't be in the. He don't stay in South Central anymore. He stayed in the valley. He don't be too specific about where at in the valley. That's too much information. But he stayed in the valley. He far away from the South Central now, from our homeland, South Central LA. Because obviously, he got out a few years ago. From doing almost 30 years in prison. So he can't go back to South Central, where pretty much, even though that's our background, it took a lot from him already. So that would have been, he would have been damn fool to shoot right back to South Central, knowing that's nothing but freaking terror and and just a lot of mad folks out there looking to get into some stuff. So he played it smart. He moved out to the valley in LA. And got himself a service type of job where he gives out to the homeless. Pay him pretty decently right now. Got his own spot, got his own car, and he, constantly looking for different ways to give back and to network with other YouTubers, so he could do documentaries and preach. I want to say preach, but and speak knowledge and wisdom from what he's been through, and try to steer people the right way based off his bad experiences, what he's been through. Try to show people that there's a better way. Yeah, that's what he does now. And we got a lot more plans in the making. As long as we keep breathing and we got some kind of mobility about ourselves and some kind of a sane mind, we're going to keep this going as long as we can. Grass Star family. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Preaching success coming out the West. Yes, sir. How you doing today? LA folks. Oh. Okay. See, if I had a TikTok, I would have jumped out of this and went to my TikTok. Well, I do have a TikTok, but if I had enough followers on TikTok, I think you gotta have like 1,000 followers or something like that to have a live on TikTok. Unless they change it, but it's somewhere around there. I would have been on there, but see, all my followers, I need y'all to go to my TikTok channel, Grad Star Family. Like I said, GRADSTAR Star, Grad Star Family. No spaces, no fancy stuff. Just spell it all the way through. And you'll locate me and my uncle's channel, our family channel on TikTok. And then if you're already following us, you might as well follow us on TikTok. And that's grow that Grad Star Nation over there as well. So we can continue giving you this wisdom and knowledge and making the better way, for the homeless and the needy, and speaking about our, obstacles with us doing, jail time, prison time, and, giving you a little knowledge about our past life and how we've been changing stuff around. Showing you that there's still hope out there. And, also, giving you a view on our, mixed cultures and stuff, our Jamaican culture. We American, but we Jamaican. We got Jamaican roots as well. We might as well just go ahead and follow that channel if you're following us as well. Follow that Grad Star Family channel on TikTok. Like I said, GRAD Star Family on TikTok. And if you're not following us, if you've been watching me, you've come across the video and watching me for a minute, if you checked out my content on YouTube, you might as well go ahead and follow my channel on TikTok. Might as well, man. Might as well get in where you can fit in. Be all in. Don't be halfway in. Be all in. Might as well. All right. This is the lightning Look at that. Interesting. Look at that lightning. Look at what the hell. Oh yeah, that really do look different. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh wow, retouch on. Interesting. Oh yeah, that's what that is. It's like some kind of interesting. It's like some kind of a AI effect or something. Fabricated effect. Technology or something else these days. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I need to go in a second, dude. Might as well just